morning.
Good morning.
All right, so today I'm going to talk all about you. Well, at least a part of you, your aura. This halo of light that surrounds and protects your body. In case some of you don't know what a medical intuitive is, I work with energy. And my work is very similar to what a medical doctor does, except I don't look at just the physical body and I don't use pharmaceuticals. Instead, I use energy. And I use my intuition. So I will use clairvoyance, my mind's eye, to see somebody's energy field and look for patterns of imbalance. And I use clairsentience, which is I feel in my body what they feel. And then my strongest skill is claircognizance. That is, I might not know anything about the person that comes to see me, but as soon as I entrain my energy with theirs, boom, I know. That's claircognizance. And then as far as using energy, I call on energy from the earth, energy from the cosmos, the life force energy of a particular person. I use Buddha Christ energy, Supreme Being energy, and even stem cell energy to clear blocks in someone's energy system. And that leads to health. I got into this field, as some of you may know, because I was born hypersensitive to energy. And I thought it was a negative trait that I needed to overcome. And I spent my life hiding the fact that I was so sensitive to energy. And then in 2008, I got injured. And I found myself stagnant, stuck in one spot because of pain. And I wanted to know why. From a metaphysical reason, why did I get injured? And what am I supposed to do now that I can't move? And all of my abilities are either gone or greatly limited. And so I embarked on a journey of self-discovery. Now I'm still on that journey of self-discovery. I will be forever because it's fascinating what I find out. But that journey led me to the field of intuition. And I'm so grateful because this is why I got injured. There was a part of me that I wouldn't look at. I was hiding. And when I got injured, there I was with me and my sensitive self. And I was sort of forced to get to know myself. And that's because spirit sometimes whispers, hey, go that way. Sometimes spirit will tap you on the shoulder, excuse me, you're going the wrong way. And sometimes spirit will knock you off your feet. When I look back at the time before I got injured, I was working in a skilled nursing facility as a recreation therapist. And my job was to recreate fun activities for someone who is too sick to do what they love, or they got injured and they couldn't do it anymore. And I worked in that field for 16 years. And slowly, over time, I became more and more incapable of doing my job. I had neck pain. I had back pain. I had arm pain. And when I went to the doctor and they ran all of their usual tests, when the test came back, the doctor said, you've got this bone spur right here, poking on your spinal nerve. We need to just slice it off, and that will ease all of your pain. Well, I worked in healthcare, so I got other opinions. And all of the opinions said the same thing. Yep, it's this bone spur. You got to have this surgery, and it will help. And so I had the surgery, and it didn't help. It didn't help because the problem was energetic. The problem was the entire back wall of my aura was gone, missing. You see, what I didn't realize at the time was for that entire 16 years as I went to work and I went in and out of a patient's room, what I was really doing was going in there and gathering up all their stuff and loading it on my back because I'm an empath, right? And my job was to get them healthy to go home. And so when I discovered that the back wall of my aura was missing, again, I wanted to know why. Why the back wall and not the front wall or the top or the bottom or the sides? Why the back wall? The reason why it was the back wall is because I was living in the future. My whole life was in the future. I was not focused in the present moment. There was no balance. And wherever we focus is where our energy goes. Energy follows thought. And so for 16 years, I'm thinking, here's a therapeutic exercise so you can get better and go home in the future. Now, there are other reasons that somebody's back wall might be missing, such as maybe they got rear-ended in an auto accident. Maybe they got attacked from behind. Maybe some kind of traumatic or explosive event happened behind them and the auric wall gets blown out. Now, it's ironic that I worked at a hospital at the time because now, as a medical intuitive, we have a name for that condition. When someone comes to us and the back wall of their aura is missing, we call it the hospital gown syndrome. You got a hospital gown on, it's untied and all open in the back. You're exposed to everything. Illnesses, negative thoughts, other people's energy. And having an entire wall of your aura missing is just like sitting in your living room at the end of the day relaxing and one whole wall of your house is gone. I wouldn't sleep well, that's for sure. Whatever is out there you're vulnerable to, it's the same way with your aura. The way to heal an aura is with life force energy. And life force energy originates in our DNA. It's unique just to us. And the chakras, the little energy centers that send and receive intuitive information, they scoop up that life force energy and they radiate it out in this 360 degrees bioluminescent bubble that surrounds and protects the physical body. And when I describe that to people, I can't help but think about a superhero, right? With this big bubble of protection all around you. That is what our aura is. It's our energy skin, our second skin. Just like our DNA, our life force energy is unique just to us. Our aura is unique just to us. A healthy aura is indicated by a cocoon surrounding the physical body at least a foot in all directions, north, south, east, and west. However, I once had a client in her late 80s and her aura was 9 feet. Can you imagine? Nothing was going to harm her physical body. And it has a lot to do with being authentic. The more authentic you are, the stronger your auric wall. When you're in touch with your energy body, you can do fun things with your aura. I know I have. Let's say you're going somewhere and you want to be noticed, like maybe a job interview, and you show up and there's all kinds of other applicants there, but you want that job. You can, with your mind's eye, relax, get centered, and radiate out your auric wall so it's right in front of the person making the hiring decisions. You will be noticed. Have you ever known somebody with a big ego? Someone vain, right? They are unconsciously sending their aura out so that everybody notices them. And you can do the opposite. I mean, the holidays are coming up. Think about going to a holiday dinner you don't really want to be noticed. You can draw in your auric wall and change all of the colors of every layer to soft pastels. Nobody will notice you. And there are different ways to be aware of the aura. So I talked about your mind's eye. But if you haven't developed that intuitive skill yet, you can feel the aura with your hand chakras. You can practice on your friends or your partner or your coworker. I practice on my cat. How are you doing? How's your aura? How's your bubble? Now, sometimes regarding my mind's eye, sometimes if I am sitting and watching something, but I relax my ocular vision, I can see an aura of the person next to me over in my peripheral vision. I can see all the patterns over there. But as soon as I focus with my ocular vision, I just can't see it yet. There's another way to be aware of the aura, and the aura has tones. So if you're working on your clairaudience, you can actually hear the aura. And you can hear when it's out of balance and when it's in balance based on that tone. When a person is sick or sad or depressed or unaware of their own power, it is reflected in the aura. The first sign is that the aura is very, very close to the body. And that's because the life force energy is being reserved by the energy system to try and heal the body. The colors aren't bright, they're probably dull and dark. The vibration, the way it feels, is slow and erratic. The perimeter is lumpy or jagged. The walls could be torn. There are holes throughout. All of these are signs that the aura is not serving as a positive protective field for the physical body against the environment and other people's energy. The aura is our second skin. It's our energy skin that protects and shields the energy system, just like the physical skin protects our inner organs. Imagine having no skin. What would happen? Your veins and arteries would sag and bulge. You would be defenseless against dirt and germs and viruses, and you'd look pretty scary. Your skin is a highly efficient protective barrier between you and the external world. It holds all of your organs in place, and it filters out things in the environment that might irritate or be harmful to your health. And the aura is very, very similar to the physical skin. So the physical skin has 7 layers. The aura has 7 layers. Each layer of the physical skin has a job, like producing keratin or melatonin or making new skin cells. And each layer of the aura acts as an antenna system communicating to the nervous system of the body, the chakras, and the physical body overall. The aura has natural disease-fighting properties, and it communicates with the nervous system, and it's like an illuminated wrap of life force medicine. Every living being has an aura. The aura is a valuable energy map that leads you right to whatever is going on with somebody currently. Now you might be saying to yourself, well, this is all very interesting, Catherine, but I can't see an aura. And I would say, oh, really? Well, if every living being has an aura, the earth is a living being. And the earth's aura is a rainbow. So I think everybody has seen an aura. Here's something that I know for sure. The most important relationship you will ever have is that between you as a spirit acting as guardian to the physical body. An easy way to treat it with reverence is to get to know your energy system just by practicing a little bit each day. The way you can start is feel around. Feel around your aura. See what it feels like. There should be a little bit of bounce back, a little bit of tension. And then another thing you can do is floss your aura from the top to the bottom, just like running your fingers through somebody's tangled hair. What you are doing is you are soothing the nervous system of the body. You're removing energy blocks that could cause illness. You're promoting relaxation. You're reducing anxiety. And it feels really good. I know in my energy medicine practice that my clients say to me all the time, you know that thing that you were doing in front of my body? Can you do that again? Because they like it. In fact, there is an entire field called healing touch that nurses use in hospitals, and they're just running their fingers over a patient's body through the aura and clearing any kind of energy blocks that might be making them sick. Okay, so as I come to the close of my talk today, I'd like you to consider this Chinese aphorism that I found. And this is how it reads. The superior physician cures the illness before it is manifested. The inferior physician can only care for the illness which he was unable to prevent. But with a little practice and positive intention, everyone can learn how to prevent illness by communicating with your own energy body. You can be the superior physician and be sovereign in your health. Thank you.